Hey guys, it's Natalie with Living the Oil Life, and I am bringing back a series that I started a long time ago and did not finish because, as many of you know, for me, life happens. But I had a couple of people message me and say, hey, that was a great series. I would love for you to continue it. So we are continuing, not restarting, but continuing the series ABCs of Young Living in 1, 2, 3, because there are almost 200 essential oil and oil blends with Young Living, and so we are going to highlight them alphabetically so that you can discover some of the oils that you may not have known that Young Living had. And so if you want to see the ones that I have done before, we had gotten up to the C's. You can check out the playlist up here, or up here, wherever it pops up, or I will put a link down in the description box below and you can check those out. But today we are restarting our ABCs in 1, 2, 3 journey with DiGize Vitality, Dill, and Dill Vitality. So if you followed me for any amount of time, you know that DiGize Essential Oil Blend is the oil that was my gateway into Young Living. It rocked my world the first time I tried it. Long story short, I was at a friend's house. She was having not a birthday party, a holiday party. I think it was Christmas. I can't remember. But anyway, she was having a party. She always has amazing food. And when I have a tendency to overindulge in foods, or if I eat too much, or if I eat too fast, blah, 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 I have issues and it would just ruin my night. And she pulled out this bottle of DiGize and she was like, hey, just put this on your belly and try it. And I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And so I rubbed a couple of drops on my belly. I went and sat down, and I kid you not even more than 15 minutes went by and I was perfectly fine. I was ready to enjoy the rest of the night and had no issues with any of the food that I was eating. So that is what got me sold with Young Living, and I do not go a month without having my DiGize oil. Now, of course, with a little bit of changing my dietary habits and things like that, it has gotten better, but I still always have my DiGize on hand. Now, DiGize oil is a blend, which means it has more than one single oil in it, and it has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli oils in it. Those are some amazing oils, and I absolutely love it. Now, it did take a while for me to get used to the scent because it smells like black licorice, and I'm not a huge fan of black licorice. That's what it smells like to me. You can really smell the fennel in it, but now I love the scent, and it's actually a very comforting scent to me, which is kind of strange, I know, but it is a very comforting scent to me. As soon as I open up that bottle and I smell it, it's like my belly knows. It's like, oh yeah, we love this, we need this, I like this. And it is said to have a woodsy, sweet, honey-like aroma, but like I said, to me, it's more like black licorice. Comment below and tell me what you think of it if you have tried it yet. It says that it's a refreshing aroma, helps promote a sense of grounding, calming, and especially for times when you feel like you're a little bit queasy emotionally. Sometimes when we're in a car, if we're getting ready to do a class, or if we're getting ready to do a speech or a performance or anything like that, we get that little bit of queasiness in our tummy. DiGize, I was going to say peppermint, but peppermint's in DiGize. DiGize is a great oil to have on hand to rub under or rub on your abdomen, or smell it right out of the bottle. And topically, you can also use it on babies. It's really great for babies. Use a carrier oil like the V6 that Young Living carries, or coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, anything like that. Put a couple of drops of the carrier oil in your hand, put a drop of the DiGize, and then rub your baby's abdomen. It's great for helping to calm and soothe them down. And if you're worried about putting it on their abdomen, put it on the bottom of their feet, because they have little reflex points on their feet that correspond to their digestive system. So it's great to rub on the babies. You can apply it directly to your chest, apply it to your belly button and your abdomen. And like I said, it is great for when you are overindulging, like I tend to do. Now, DiGize also comes in the DiGize Vitality, which most of you probably know, but if you don't, our Vitality line is specifically labeled for internal and supplemental use. Our labels that are white with the little color heading, those are vitality oils, and you know without a doubt that you can use them internally and as supplements. And that is just a big brother thing that we need to follow, because we cannot label one bottle as a topical aromatic use and also a internal supplement use. They have to be separated. So that's why that is that. But with DiGize Vitality, you can confidently use it as a supplement or internally. And it is the same amazing blend. There's nothing added, there's nothing taken away, but you can put it in a capsule. I put it directly under my tongue. I don't have any issues with that, but if you're a little leery about that, put it in a capsule. You can also add coconut or olive oil to that and take it that way. You can also add a little bit of lemon, a little bit of peppermint in there to give it a little bit of an extra kick if you want. It is great to mix in your cereals. It's great to mix in your protein smoothies. And some people even like to take it with a little bit of organic and local honey. So it is an everyday oil that is a must-have, and it's a really great oil to travel with, especially if you're going to be going places where you're not quite sure of the food, if you haven't experienced their food or something like that. And also, like I said, with car riding, it's a great oil to have on hand. And so the Vitality oil is a 5 milliliter bottle, and I believe the DiGize is a 15 milliliter bottle. But DiGize is a must-have. Now the next one up is dill, and I'm not really that familiar with dill because, like most of you know, I don't bake and cook and things like that, so I don't use herbs and things like that with cooking. But dill we actually get from distilling the whole dill plant, and its aroma is said to be uplifting and emotionally balancing. Now a fun fact is that Roman gladiators would rub dill on their bodies, believing that they could reduce the nervousness or stress before battle. So that's kind of interesting and a clue to how you can use dill. Use it topically when your tummy has the gurgles. Dill is wonderful for that. You can diffuse it for a calming atmosphere, especially when the kids come home or they're having a hard time concentrating or a hard time focusing on homework or tasks at hand. Dill is a great oil to diffuse. And the Vitality version of dill, like I said, with DiGize, it is the same exact oil, nothing added, nothing taken away. You just know that you have the confidence to use it as an internal supplement oil. And so it is great to add when you are cooking and baking and things like that. And it is versatile because it says you can use it in sauces, in dressings, and soups and dips. And if you've never used the Vitality oils before, you want to go very, very slowly with them because they are very concentrated. It's not the same as using dried herbs. It's not the same as using the dried spices and things like that. You want to start with like a toothpick amount of Vitality oil before you just go dripping, 2-3 drops in it, because I've heard many people have ruined like their spaghetti sauces and things like that, not being careful of how to use it. You can use Dill Vitality to marinate fish and veggies. You can use it when you're canning. If you can pickles, if you can your vegetables and beets and things like that, they say that dill is great for that. You can also use it in a capsule to help support your digestive system. So if you have Dill Vitality and DiGize Vitality, use those together to help keep your tummy happy. And there was a note that said that people with epilepsy should not use dill oil. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure what the constituents are in dill that could be harmful or can be active or counterintuitive or whatever that word is for people with epilepsy. So you want to make sure that you are careful with that. So that is it for today. We did DiGize and dill, both of the topical uses and the internal uses. If you've used either one of these, please comment below and tell us how, so that we can learn from you different ways to use them. And if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate appreciate it. And if you know other people that want to learn more about oils, feel free to share this wherever you would like. Subscribe if you have not yet by clicking on the subscription button below so that you can get notifications of videos like this one. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, keep living the oil life, and I'll see you later. Bye.